Every day we have the power to make a difference, to do better, to implement real change in the lives around us.
Today we will bring you on the entrepreneurial journey of 2 of our 6 Enactus UL projects, Any Time of the Month and Moya Nua. This year we have reached communities both near and far, creating a sustainable impact for people, planet and prosperity. And this is our story.
Studies by Plan International and the Any Time of the Month initiative show that many women find it incredibly hard to pay for sanitary products.
I'm endorsing the Any Time of the Month campaign.
Any time of the month.
We are Any Time of the Month, and this year we have changed how Irish society views periods. Our mission is to alleviate the effects of period poverty and to tackle the stigma surrounding periods. We achieve this through our 4 core initiatives: our network of friendly strangers, our 3rd level workshops, our Workplace Ambassador programme and our 2nd level workshops.
Our journey begins in June 2020 with our primary needs assessment revealing that 1 in 3 college students experience period poverty, and that increases to 1 in 2 among secondary school students. 2021 government reports show that 85,000 people in Ireland are at risk of experiencing period poverty. That is 85,000 people who are unable to afford or access period products, with homeless people and those living in direct provision being the most at risk. This cannot continue.
Inclusivity, accessibility and dignity are at the core of Any Time of the Month, and these values inspired our first initiative in September 2020, our network of friendly strangers. A friendly stranger wears an Any Time of the Month badge or sticker like this, which means you can approach them if you are in need of a period product. Our badges are a visible symbol tackling the silent stigmas surrounding periods.
These badges and stickers are sold on our e-commerce website and are made out of recycled materials to ensure environmental sustainability. A pack of 2 badges generates €5.29 in profit, while a pack of 3 stickers generates €3.71 in profit. Profits from just 1 sale allow us to donate a pack of period products, each sale helping one of those 85,000 people experiencing period poverty.
In 8 months we have generated over 240 sales. That's 240 friendly strangers across 27 counties, generating €2,200 in revenue. We use this revenue to directly tackle period poverty through regular donations of period products to 81 people across 1 homeless centre and 2 direct provision centres. We are creating real change by ensuring these 81 people don't have to choose between their next meal and a pack of pads.
Recognising the power of students as changemakers, our 2nd initiative is our 3rd level workshops. Our Period Positive workshop educates students on period poverty and the language around periods. The first of its kind in Ireland, our innovative workshop has been completed with 11 3rd level student unions around the country, with each of them now providing free period products to their students. Together, we are ensuring that no 3rd level student misses out on education because of period poverty.
Realising the unique value and ability of our Period Positive workshop to create a more open and inclusive work environment, we launched our 3rd initiative in February 2021, our Workplace Ambassador programme. The goal of this initiative is to educate employers and to promote period positive workplaces to reduce stress and anxiety for those that menstruate.
Our 3-tier pricing structure offers silver at €150, gold at €350 and platinum at €550, with an average profit margin of 87%. The silver package includes our workshops, certs, badges and stickers. Gold includes an additional progress report and our Any Time of the Month display box for period products. The Platinum tier benefits from additional advertising across our network.
To date, we have welcomed 4 Silver Ambassadors and our Platinum Ambassador eBay. These employers each undertook our workshop and now provide free period products for their employees and customers. In just 3 months, our workplace programme has generated €1,100 in revenue, with all 5 companies committed to annual renewal, proving financial sustainability and a strong need for Any Time of the Month.
Our 4th initiative is our secondary school education workshops launched in March 2021. Menstrual health education in schools is simply not good enough, with 40% of young people being unprepared for their first period. Alongside health professionals, we created a 6-module workshop that provides comprehensive education on menstrual health, once again the first of its kind in Ireland. Our model trains the teachers to deliver our workshop to the students. This way we are permanently removing the stigma surrounding periods within the school environment.
We rolled out the workshops with transition years, and overall the feedback was overwhelmingly positive. Students appreciated the opportunity to talk about an issue that is very rarely discussed, and they all learned something that they didn't already know. And we will be continuing to roll out the workshops in my school in the autumn. I would highly recommend to anybody who wants to get involved to roll out the workshops in your own schools, because this allows students a space to discuss issues that really affect them in a safe and educational manner.
As well as learning about what women and everyone who has a period goes through every month.
The education that they give is so comprehensive around everything to do with periods. All the myths that we're told are debunked, and everything from period poverty to menstrual disorders are covered.
Since March, we have conducted our programme with 3 secondary schools in Ireland, providing 169 students with the menstrual health education they both need and deserve, so that no young teenager feels unprepared or fears their first period. We are passionate about providing free and equal access to menstrual health education, and so we utilise the profits from our workplace initiative to provide our workshops free of charge to schools and student unions.
Our work has been commended both in the Dáil and at an EU parliamentary level, and our recommendations have been incorporated into the Free Period Products Bills 2021. By working with government officials, we are ensuring real long-term change in Irish society. What we have accomplished in just 1 year in any time of the month is truly incredible, directly impacting 429 people, generating €3,300 in organic revenue and a further €1,600 in seed funding.
With our 5 workplace ambassadors committed to annual renewal, we already have €1,150 in revenue secured for next year. We're on track to double this figure over the summer, which will allow us to expand our education initiatives to even more schools in September. The continued growth of our network of friendly strangers tackles period poverty at its core and supports future donations of period products. We are change makers on the path to ending period poverty in Ireland for good.
The impact of our second project, Moya Nua, reaches beyond Ireland to communities in sub-Saharan Africa through our innovative handheld seed planter. There are over 2 billion people in developing countries living on smallholder farms. These farms produce 53% of foods globally, many of which are using backbreaking, inefficient farming tools by hand. This cannot continue.
Between 2018 and 2019, we developed our seed planters made from bamboo and metal that allowed farmers to easily dig a hole and drop the seed in without the need to bend down. The raw materials are sourced locally in sub-Saharan Africa, and the planters are made by local blacksmiths. This added extra value to the local economy through additional work and revenue for blacksmiths.
This year, it was time to put our planter through the test through a large-scale pilot program. In July 2020, we began developing a pilot with our partner Gold. To stress test local production and the rollout of our planter, we conducted the pilot in 5 extremely remote areas of Chikwawa district in Malawi.
In September, we worked with local blacksmiths in Malawi to manufacture 8 sample planters, which were tested on the ground as a pre-pilot. After positive feedback, we commissioned the production of 100 planters at a cost of €10.48 each, and by November, these were in the hands of 100 farmers.
In total, the pilot cost €10,000 with UL Foundation and Citibank each financing €5,000. The cost includes planter rollout and production, post-pilot reports and admin costs. Through our collaboration with Gold Staff Malawi, the farmers were trained in how to use the planter. Between November and January, the planter was vigorously tested by our smallholder farmers. In March, we conducted our post-pilot surveys, and let's hear what the farmers had to say.
This product has helped us a lot, because now we are finding planting our crops much easier. In previous years, we'd have to bend over to plant our crops. It was a very tiresome job, but now we can just stand and plant as we go. To this organization, I'd like to say thank you. What they've done by creating this product has affected our lives incredibly. And I'd ask that they please do not stop any of the work that they're doing, but continue it. As you can see, our maize has grown so well thanks to the new innovative planting material. We have all benefited immensely. This product is much better because when using a hoe, after 30 minutes, my back would hurt. Whereas with this product, nothing hurts, and it's much easier to use.
Ground without getting body pains later when we get home, since it is less heavy compared to a hoe. All I can ask them is to bring more of these planting tools because we're in love with them and we need more for everyone.
As change makers, we are extremely proud of how Moya Nua is positively impacting the livelihoods of farmers. 87% reported improved effectiveness in planting, 96% reported reduced labour intensity, and 93% would recommend the tool to a fellow farmer.
Due to the low income of many of these smallholder farmers, moving forward we'll be operating a two-tier sponsorship model, which is aimed at companies who are looking for new innovative CSR initiatives. This eliminates the purchasing cost of the planter.
The Silver membership is priced at €2,000 with a 2-year commitment. Alternatively, they can opt for our Gold membership at €5,000 with a 3-year commitment. This financial model has already been proven effective this year through our partnership with UL Foundation and Citibank. The company gains a quality CSR package while making significant improvements to the livelihoods of not only individual farmers but communities as a whole.
We have already empowered 100 farmers through better physical health and more effective farming. Working with Goal, we will replicate this program across more regions in Malawi to empower even more farmers. One simple, innovative tool that is putting the power back into the hands of farmers.
Spark Ed, our youth leadership program, adapted into an e-learning platform, providing 286 TY students across 7 secondary schools with essential leadership skills.
Restart in partnership with the European Student Union has provided 13 IPA with manual handling, care for the vulnerable and food safety training, directly resulting in full-time employment for Rebecca, Trish and Kazi.
Our diverse range of projects target 15 of 17 SDGs.
We are a team of 143 members across 6 social enterprises.
We've put in over 11,000 hours,
creating over 1 million media impressions,
generating €36,308 in revenue,
creating real impacts in the lives of 2,347 people.
Every day we are actively choosing to make the world a better place.
we are innovators.
we are change makers.
We are Enactus UL.
Here we have the Enactus team from University of Limerick for their Q&A session. We'll now begin the 5-minute Q&A.
So for Moyanua, do you have traded income or is your income grant funding?
So the way we operated is based off the pilot program, we'll be operating as a trading income from this point on. The way we structured the program from its inception was to operate effectively as a CSR program for multinational corporations, for large scale organizations also. So by doing that, we will see increased growth on growth in terms of profitability, also in terms of every time we impact a farmer, a certain cut of that funding goes towards directly to Moyanua so that we can increase that impact further.
Great. And for any time of the month, is it possible to scale your project? How would you go about doing this?
Yeah, I think we know there's huge scalability across all aspects of any time of the month. So we have the 4 initiatives. If we look at the network of friendly strangers, that's already gone across 27 counties in Ireland, and we've already seen it move internationally. So we've had individual sales in London and Wales. And currently we're in works with an organisation in Scotland who are going to be rolling out our secondary school workshops and our corporate workshops. So very soon we will see any time of the month established in Scotland. And as well, we have a huge space to expand our workplace program, because recently we welcomed eBay, but it was eBay who approached us to join our program. So it just shows the validity and need for any time of the month. So we're very confident that with this new momentum, we're going to keep growing and keep growing. And as well for the student unions, each year there's new sabbatical officers coming in. So we'll be going back to do that with more student unions. Currently we have 11, so we'll continue to expand to more across the country as well as renew the current ones.
Another question for any time of the month. Can you provide more information on how you went about your needs assessment?
Yeah, so we had 2 different primary needs assessments. First of all, we had the 3rd level one, which was conducted in June 2020 with 256 3rd level students around the Limerick area, and that found that 1 in 3 experienced period poverty. And then for our secondary school one, we conducted that in March with 2 secondary schools. The first was Laurel Hill, which is in Limerick City, and the second was Loretto, which is located in Clonmel, County Tipperary. So with that, there was 145 students who participated in the needs assessment, and we found that 1 in 2 experienced period poverty, but that has been further supported by secondary research. So Plan International conducted a study in 2018 that also found 1 in 2 secondary school students experience period poverty. And currently at the moment, we're actually doing another primary needs assessment with the Irish Secondary School Student Union. So we're currently surveying students, teachers and parent guardians about period poverty and period stigma among secondary school students. So we'll have an even further updated primary needs assessment at the end of May.
Great. And back to Moya Nua, what partners did you work with and how much of the work did the partners undertake?
Yes, of course. So we were very fortunate to have established last year a partnership with Goal Global. For reference, Goal is an international NGO that focuses on humanitarian development aid across sub-Saharan Africa and Latin America. So in terms of the workload itself, the entire process has been created, designed by Moya Nua itself, by the Moya Nua team. Everywhere from the product design into the actual system that we developed that can effectively integrate into the process. Going through the timeline based on the annual report, back in September, we started working with blacksmiths on the ground in collaboration with Goal Global to do that ourselves. There was a pre-pilot done with the blacksmiths also and with the farmers as well, done by Moya Nua through Goal Global. And from that then we based their initial feedback to further iterate the process, not only the product, but also the system itself. Off the back of that, then we started working with Go Global to ensure that we got as much accountability and as effectiveness as possible. By having a charity partner on the ground, we eliminate all barriers essentially. So there's trust, transparency, and accountability there, but all work is ideated and designed by Moya Nua.
Great. And for Spark Ed, how has your project adapted to COVID-19?
So traditionally the Spark Ed program was that we would go into the schools and do the workshops, but obviously because of COVID that was not possible. And instead we just looked at it and we created an e-learning platform. So we have the Spark Ed website. When the students log on, they register on our website. They log in, there are 6 different modules ranging from interview skills, CV skills, IT skills. So they can complete the workshops online, then there's follow-up activities. So they do all of that on the website, whether it's in their own time or at school. And then we've had live sessions in between to interact with the students, so we continue to have that engagement with them.
That's great. And that concludes your Q&A session. Thank you very much, University of Limerick.